Initiating transmission. Now transmitting to 47 FM.
Hello. Is this thing on?
I think it's working. I'm seeing signals.
All right,
I'm seeing recording signals. Are we live?
All right, I think we're live.
Shit,
all right,
dude.
So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I know it's been like a really long time since you've heard from us. It has been a wild time. We're currently sitting here in the Andromeda system, about 3 million light years away from Earth. I'm looking at the closest sun to me. It's a white dwarf, and it looks pretty amazing. I wish you guys could see the things that I'm seeing right now. You might be asking, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
Dude, they have a gaydar on this ship.
That's fucking wild. That's crazy.
It's going crazy every time you talk.
No, I don't know why. But listen,
they actually invented gaydar?
Yeah, that's wild. We have been flung into the very, very distant futures, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, you gotta explain. Look, dude, okay, all you need to know is we're on a fucking spaceship right now.
Right.
We're on the, what was it? SS Uchusen, right?
Yeah.
On the Uchusen.
Uchusen, yeah.
And, yeah, like he said, we kind of fucked up and ended up 4,946 years in the future.
Yeah.
On accident.
On complete and total accident. So, I guess to start out this new season of the show, which I guess, to be honest, a lot of people have been really clamoring for. A lot of people have been really wanting this episode to come out.
More than I expected.
A lot more than I expected. But somehow this feels right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's a nice change. I mean, I'd like to be back in my normal timeline.
Yeah.
It is kind of lonely on the Uchusen, and as much as I like hanging out with you.
And we have our friend Uchu, the ship's navigation system.
Yeah.
She talks to us sometimes.
She's kind of cool. She's a little judgmental.
Yeah, a little bit. But she talks about herself a lot.
Yeah, she definitely does.
But other than that, I don't want to talk too much shit about her because she can turn the oxygen off. So
yeah, we don't want to get into that.
It happened once. And
there's a lot of shit that's happened.
Yeah. So for anybody who doesn't know, 4,946 years ago, we traveled to Japan.
We did. Yep.
And
stayed there for 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks, yeah. It was just a boys' trip.
Yep.
A normal boys' trip. We thought that we were just gonna go see the country, drink, have a good time.
And we did.
We did a lot of that stuff. It was really fun. It was really awesome. Wonderful experience. But what happened was one night we were partying in Roppongi, which is like the party central of Tokyo.
We went clubbing a lot while we were there.
Yeah, we went clubbing a lot. And so we were at this club called One Oak. And
Joey Badass was there.
Yeah, Joey Badass was there, allegedly.
Yeah, in one of the VIP rooms. And the DJ kept saying, yo, we got Joey Badass in this shit.
He was in the building.
We got Joey Badass in the building. Kind of like that, you know.
Yeah.
We got Joey Badass in... Just like that. But I never saw Joey Badass.
No, I never saw him, but he was allegedly in the building, according to Instagram.
And we were getting fucked up.
Oh,
dude.
Yeah. We were
kept
drinking.
buying us rounds. We were buying each other rounds of like different drinks, rum and coke and tequila and shit like that. I think at one point, Nick told me that they actually got the bartender in on one of the rounds.
Yeah.
And he liked it so much that the next time they got a drink, he was like, this round's on me.
Really?
And he just gave them all free drinks.
Yeah. No. So we were fucking cruising.
We had like 8 or 9 or 10 drinks in us at this point.
At a certain point,
and shit.
Yeah. At a certain point, our friend Bob goes missing. And so like me, Nathan, and some of the other guys were all like spread out looking for him and stuff like that. So me and Nathan go and check the bathroom.
Well, he told me he was going to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then I went to you guys in a drunken stupor, and I was like, I'm going to go check for Bob in the bathroom because he had been gone for a while.
Right.
And I guess you were like, I'm not letting this motherfucker go alone because
exactly. You never know.
Tossed.
Yeah. So me and Nathan head to the bathroom to look for our buddy Bob.
Bathrooms weren't super nice.
They weren't, but you know, it's
still,
a club.
It's still Japan,
you know?
though, so the bathrooms are a lot cleaner than they are in America, like without a doubt.
Exactly. Even with people like smoking in them,
Yeah.
or whatever. But we go into the
Because
bathroom.
they care, Oscar.
Yeah, it's true.
They fucking care.
They do care. We go into the bathroom and we like open like all the stalls to try and see if Bob's in there. And in one of the stalls, lo and behold, there's like a portal or a wormhole or some shit that's
we thought,
just sitting there in the stall.
At the time, we were so fucked up that I was like, I was unsure if this was a fucking portal, but at the same time, I just thought it was like a cool fixture that they had in the club. Because we had been to a couple other clubs and they had crazy shit like this.
Uh-huh.
So, and I've seen those, you know, those buildings where it's like a fake convenience store where like all the products are like made up, and then like you open a secret door that takes you into the back, and like the building keeps getting like crazier. I've seen that shit on like TikTok and YouTube and shit.
Exactly.
I just thought it was like a cool little thing.
Yeah, it's Japan, so we didn't really think much of it. And so we thought that maybe Bob saw this portal.
If he saw it, he definitely would have gone.
He definitely would have gone into it. He's a very curious guy.
Yeah.
And especially when he's, you know, sauced up a little bit, he can make not the best decisions.
Yep.
So
fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it. We just
hop in,
right? And
oh
like,
my God, dude,
I don't know if anybody's ever tried acid before.
I have.
And like, you should know what an acid trip looks like.
Yeah, but that shit, man, I don't think I've ever been stretched before.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been dilated.
I kept hearing a voice in my head, and it spoke in a language that I didn't understand. But every so often I would catch like a couple words that I did understand, and for some reason it kept saying something about old gods. And I don't know what that means to this day.
Oh no.
But yeah, it was a very, very harrowing experience.
I'm telling you, like, I saw everything. I saw everything from stripes to like geometry. I think at one point I was just in like a Looney Tunes world.
I saw my own birth at a certain point, and that was very disturbing.
Yeah. I could see me 30 years in the future, and if I looked behind me, I saw me when I was born, and I was connected to both ends. Like, there was like a tether between me and those things.
Yeah.
It was tight, dude.
It was pretty cool, but like, I don't want to have to go through that again.
No, it hurt. I thought I was gonna die.
Yeah.
Because keep in mind, we were super fucking drunk.
Oh yeah.
So it wasn't cool anymore. Like, I wasn't having fun anymore. I was like, wow. Honestly, I thought that to be honest with you, I thought they put some shit in the drinks.
Exactly.
Like, I thought someone spiked my drink, but the fact that you were there too, I was like, dude, this can't just be like a hallucinogen or some shit. And first off, and second off, I ain't never heard of no fucking acid doing this shit. Like,
exactly.
This is like I took DMT or something.
Yeah, and so that went on for a good
it felt like a long time. Yeah.
Yeah. It went on for about an hour and a half.
Did you get Spacehead when you were in there? Like I did?
No, I
dude, at one point the physics currents started tugging on my thingy. Man, that shit was.
That explains why you had the erection when we got out.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways,
it didn't explain why you shat yourself.
I did not shit myself, Oscar.
Okay, that's a little bit of revisionist history, but anyway, we exit out of the wormhole, right? And we're back into the bathroom.
Right, same bathroom. Bathroom. Looks exactly the same.
Yeah, so I
we're
at
just
that
like,
point,
what the fuck just happened?
At that point, I just thought we took like. Somebody tried to roofie us or something like that.
Exactly. And it makes perfect sense because you pass out, you wake up, here we are in the fucking bathroom. So we were like, all right, well, how long have we been out, right?
Yeah.
Let's go fucking try to find the boys because maybe we've been out for a while.
Exactly. So we go back into the club, and it's the same club, like the floor plan looks the same and everything like that, but people are like dressed really, really fucking weird. Like everybody has Yeezys, but like not everybody looks like they can afford Yeezys, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
And so it's
which is kind of like, 4,000 years ago.
Yeah, I know, right?
Now that I think about it.
It might be, we find out that it's just like the club that we were at, right?
And we just we're like, fuck it, we can't find the boys, but like we're having a fun time.
Yeah,
and I texted them on WhatsApp.
Right.
And we were like, whatever, like let's just make the most of it. Let's just let's
just vibe for now.
And we meet this fucking guy. So we go back in there, and I didn't notice this at the time, but like people were wearing some weird shit.
Right.
I just kind of figured that like, whatever, it's Tokyo. People are always dripped out in fucking Tokyo, like whatever.
Right.
And man, fucking, we're chilling there. We're fucking doing our thing, bro. And we go up to the bar, and we meet this guy. I think he said his name was Mirai or Mirai or whatever.
Mirai, yeah.
Yeah, and
he was a really cool dude.
Dude, he was sick, man. Dude partied hard as fuck.
He bought us drinks, and like he for some reason like really gravitated to us.
Yeah, but he kept speaking Japanese, and we didn't like learn Japanese before we went on this trip.
Exactly.
So we didn't really understand what he was saying, but that's kind of normal.
But he said he like kept like pulling at my shirt and stuff like that, and like I guess he like really liked the way that we were dressed and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, he liked the way we were dressed for sure.
And like as soon as I start talking to him, he like starts flipping out because he's like, "Oh, comedy god."
That's right. He did say comedy god.
Yeah,
he did say comedy god.
Yeah, and
I'm like, how the fuck does he know that?
Exactly.
But
and
I thought he was a fan of the show. Like I thought, because we only have.
No,
like,
he was. He said he was like, you don't remember this because you were pretty sauce, but he was like, two dudes.
He said that shit?
Yeah, dude.
What did he say when he saw me? Did he hear me?
Yeah.
Like, what did he say?
I mean, he acknowledged you for sure. Yeah.
Did he like my voice? Like, did he react the same?
I mean, he seemed pretty cool with you, Like, he was like, "Oh, Oscar," or
there's no way he didn't remember my name. You're fucking making that up, dude.
No, he was like, Nathaniel.
No, he didn't. He didn't say that.
Yeah, it was.
He's cool.
It was close. But he was like, he was like a really big fan of the show, which is weird because like we
don't have that many. We don't have that many viewers.
Exactly.
Like I love it, but we're small.
We're really
But I just
small.
thought it was like a rare thing because we do have some viewers in like Europe and like in Japan. I was like, oh, he's the one
guy.
He's
the one guy. Maybe the algorithm found his way into his.
I mean, crazier shit has happened.
Exactly. So
we just came out of a fucking roofie experience.
Exactly. So we're just kind of vibing with it, and
he started talking to us in English at one point, right?
Yep.
He started like broken English.
Yep. You remember that?
Yep.
And so eventually, like we like explained to him like what happened, and we're trying to and how we're going to go back and like find our friends at the Airbnb.
Right.
And he's like, like he started asking us if we have like transportation and stuff like that, and we're like, no, not really. And he hands us like these car keys, and he's like, here, take.
Keys.
He's like,
which is crazy, bro.
Which is crazy. I mean,
dude gave us his fucking car keys
the day that like not even like an hour or two after we met the dude.
Yeah,
wild, right?
But he fucking loved. I remember him like sticking around us like glue.
Yeah.
Everywhere we went, he was there. He loved us.
Yeah, and so he hands us his car keys, and he's like, hey, take this for transportation. And I'm like, thanks, man. I'll
well, I
send me
asked
your
him.
Instagram, like we'll meet up, and I'll give you the car back.
I remember asking him like, oh, you're giving us your car? He's like, Uchusen. I'm like, fuck, dude, I don't know Japanese. Like, I'm just gonna. It's like a car brand. I'm just gonna smile and nod.
Right.
And he told you it was transportation, so I was like, whatever. Like,
yeah,
I don't know what the fuck Uchusen is, but whatever.
So eventually we leave the club and we go outside and.
It's fucking daytime outside, by the way. We clubbed so fucking hard, it's daylight outside.
But that wasn't like the weirdest thing. There were like flying cars and people like floating all around us.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I thought I was just that fucked up.
Yeah, I thought I was tripping, dude.
I thought I was tripping like, terrific, bro.
It's wild. Hold on, we're getting some readings on the asteroid defense system. Hold on one second.
No. Just you see the green button?
Yeah.
Okay, there's one. You see the one that's flashing green?
No, I got it.
Yeah.
All right, we're good.
No. You have to hit run as administrator. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. All right, cool. No, we're good now. But like I was saying, is
you were saying they're flying ships and shit.
Yeah, there were flying ships and like people floating and shit. Like, and like I couldn't even like process it at the time. And
imagine walking out of the fucking club, right?
Yeah.
And you don't know where your friends are, right? But you assume they're back home.
Right.
And there's just fucking flying cars.
Yeah.
And people wearing the craziest shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I don't remember Tokyo being this fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, Tokyo was crazy.
I've never felt so 3,000 and late before in my entire life.
Dude, I felt like I still listened to Kanye West, man. Like, I felt so behind. It was crazy, man. I felt ashamed of myself, honestly. And I was looking for some Kendrick to put on. But in the meantime, Oscar had a really good idea because he was like, hey, we should go to the nearby train station because we need to get to the Airbnb.
Right.
Like, after we got done taking in shit, we're like, all right, we don't know what the fuck is going on.
Right.
But no one's answering the phone.
Yeah.
We don't have cell service. Let's just try to get to the fucking Airbnb.
Yeah.
So we looked for the nearest train station. Luckily, Japan's always had, like, especially Tokyo, excellent signage.
Yeah.
So it was really
100%,
easy.
dude.
Yeah, dude. It was really easy to find the train. And there was, like, everything was different, dude. Like, the buildings looked different. There was, like, holographic signs and shit.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, the train station was exactly the same. And that's when I started thinking, like, maybe we were tripping.
Yeah.
Because now we were just coming down and, like, everything looks normal. The trains are the exact same.
Right. Maybe the room stopped spinning a bit.
Yeah, that's what I thought, dude. Come to find out, we get up to the fucking. Well, if you've never been to Japan before, they have these little gates that you scan like your little card in to get into the train.
Right.
If you're a Japanese resident, like if you're a citizen, then you have your own card called like an IC card. If you're someone visiting, you have a different kind of card, and the kind of card we had was called a Passmo.
Right.
And so you just scan your card to the thing. So we went up and we scanned our card to the thing, and it doesn't fucking work. Like it's like and we're like, fuck, dude, are we like? Because that happened a couple times when we visited. We were like, are we out of money? Is there a problem with our card? Maybe it thinks we're at a different station or whatever. And didn't you say you didn't want me to scan the card because you were looking around and you noticed that people were doing
They
some
were scanning
other
their
shit.
hands. They were scanning their hands,
yeah.
not the card. They were just putting their hands out by the machine, and it would like beep them through.
It would just beep them through.
Yeah. So we talked to the guy at the gate, and like we were trying to communicate with him, but he like didn't understand anything we were saying, and we just thought it was because like we were speaking English. But apparently, there's like some type of universal chip that you need to get nowadays.
Because he put his hand up to his ear.
Yeah, he kept saying something about like the big hard drive and that we were supposed to be all in the collective of the big hard drive, but we weren't. And
it's not working. Like there's no communication happening at this point.
We
dude.
were like totally outside of the world engine.
So we're like, fuck this shit. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Maybe we're just still fucked up. Let's like get out of the train station. Let's see if we can like walk to the Airbnb.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's when I remembered when we left the train station. That's when I remembered that Mirai, he gave us his car, and so I was like, we could just use the car. And so
but we don't know where the fuck it is. We don't know where it's parked or anything.
So I take out the key fob, and
which, by the way, craziest fucking key fob I've ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah, dude. There was like a thumbprint thing on it. There was like a whole bunch of buttons and shit. So I pressed like one of the buttons.
I think it had like
it was like a green button.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'll just try this one.
Green seems good.
Yeah, exactly. Just tried it, pressed it, and
wasn't it like 30 seconds before anything happened?
Yeah.
Like we were pressing it for a while. We're like,
right.
Okay, maybe this isn't the honk button or whatever.
Exactly. And so like you said, 30 seconds goes by, and then all of a sudden this sterling silver spaceship flies down.
Yep. Right above us too.
Right above us.
Smack in the middle of fucking Tokyo. Roppongi.
And beams us into it.
And on the side of the spaceship, in huge fucking English letters, it says Uchusen. And I'm like, as soon as I see that, it clicks for me because at the club he kept saying Uchusen. And I'm like, holy fucking shit. This guy just gave us his fucking spaceship, dude.
Bro.
He just gave us a spaceship.
Yeah. Wild, right? Wild. You would never think of that. Like how ballin' is this dude to where he can just give away a spaceship?
We've talked to Mirai since then. That dude is fucking rich as hell.
He's rich as hell, dude.
Great connection to make. But yeah, turns out when that wasn't a fucking roofie trip, we didn't get Bill Cosby'd. We stepped into a wormhole and we traveled 4,946 years into the future. And now we're aboard the Achusen, and
we're just kind of floating around the galaxy.
Yeah, because we're trying to find a way back. This place is cool and all, but oh my God, are people weird in this year, man?
Yeah, it's really fucking.
In the future, bro,
you have to get chipped for everything.
Yes, dude, you can't do anything without getting chipped. No one has phones.
Yeah.
No phones, gone.
You have to be like slave to the world engine, and like I don't really feel like doing that. So.
Also, it really pisses me off that Twitter is still around and it's called Twitter now instead of X. Like,
right?
I don't know what happened.
They went backwards. Like, what the fuck does that?
And it's exactly the same.
Yeah,
like nothing's different about Twitter.
Yeah.
So,
like the head of Elon Musk is like floating around like. You have to interact with him in order to get onto Twitter.
Yeah, you have to say like a sentence to him. You have to say like I praise Musk God or some fucking shit.
Some fucking.
Anyway, we were like,
yeah.
fuck getting chipped. So we don't actually speak the universal language or whatever it's called. But turns out we're far enough in the future that there's actually human colonies on a bunch of different planets.
Yeah.
So I think they're actually synthesizing planets now. There's like a Microsoft planet and a Google planet.
Yeah.
There's an Apple planet, which I heard actually has a really shitty quality of life.
There's a Cobb world, but we stay away from that place.
Yeah. Well, I mean. Yeah.
Nobody.
Well, it's because someone decided that it would be funny. There's like this investor, I can't remember what his name is, but he decided it'd be funny to make a bunch of the planets from the Rick and Morty show real.
Exactly.
Okay, so we got to tell him. So you got to remember, at this point, we're ancient. I mean, we're from nearly 5,000 years ago.
Right. We're like cavemen.
Yeah.
To these
we're like
people.
So it turns out Mirai is like a huge fan of like that time period of like the 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
And we were dressed in 2000s clothing and we were speaking 2000s English.
Right.
And he just loved us so much because he's such a nerd about it that not only could he speak 2000s English, he fucking gave us a spaceship.
And he watched our podcast, which in the future is fucking
huge, bro.
Every other podcast died.
Podcasts aren't cool anymore, bro.
Exactly.
They're not cool anymore.
Ours went straight to the top.
Yep.
Like a certain pop star that will not be named. But
But everyone says that now. Everyone says straight to the top like Cyndi Lauper. Everyone says
because of us.
Because of us, bro.
It's fucking wild.
Yep. And I feel like I don't get as much appreciation as you sometimes when we go and see fans, but you know, that's fine.
And so we've been just getting by off our fame.
Fandom. Yep.
And
people are willing to give us stuff and help us out.
Yep. And so we decided to give back by starting up the podcast again. So this is officially, I would say, the season 2 of Two Dudes in a Room.
Yeah, we're hooked into the interstellar radio waves right now, shooting this message all over the fucking cosmos.
All over the cosmos.
Shooting our sound waves everywhere on people's faces.
Yes.
And they can all hear us live right now, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it took us 4,946 years, but we finally got back to the show.
Yep.
And now, like he said, we're on season 2. So as you can probably see, things are a little bit different. Turns out the fucking technology on the Uchusen's a little bit higher grade. So I just grabbed one of the laptops from the janitor closet, and it's better than any computer I've ever used in my fucking life.
Yep.
So the visuals are changed on our episodes. You'll notice the audio quality is exactly the same because, as it turns out, I was already 5,000 years ahead of the time when I made the audio quality.
Yep.
So this is the best that we have to offer.
Not quite 5,000.
No.
4,946 years.
I like to just. Come on, just call it 5,000. Like
you can round up.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll give that to you. I'll give it to you.
So you know, it's going to be good as always. And yeah, man, we're just chilling in the future. We're trying to find our way back, and we've been searching for someone who has a time machine.
Apparently, time machines aren't like
super
normal.
Popular.
We don't really know what happened with the portal in the bathroom, so we don't really know how we got
found
here.
That out, did we?
And we never found Bob.
Well, we never found anybody.
No, we never found anyone.
I hope that everybody's okay.
I hope everyone's all right.
Yeah.
I hope everyone's good.
I mean, I miss him, but this ship is kind of
It's crazy, dude.
Like, I'm just saying.
There's like our food bay. You can like type in you can type in any food and it'll just it'll appear.
Dispenses that shit.
So like I've been eating Coco's like 24/7. It's been wild, dude.
Which, by the way, Coco's still exists.
Yes,
Coco's is still around.
Of course, dude.
And their recipes have not changed.
Yes.
Although don't they they just have robot waitresses and stuff now, right?
Yeah, it's not.
Oh yeah, robots are people now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They officially there's like some kind of treaty signed after there's like a robot war in the 4000s or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, and apparently a bunch of shit's supposed to happen in the year 2035.
Mm-hmm.
There's supposed to be like a global war over cloning. So
yeah, just look out
with that.
Look out for that, y'all. Yeah. Also, if you're hearing this right now, it's because we figured out a way to something about black holes that if you shoot like radio waves at them
at a certain way,
at a certain way.
Well, no, that's so he's doing such a terrible job explaining it. So this
so this is kind of a little highfalutin for me. I literally the highest level of education I have is community college. So I can't
bro.
really,
I can't even count.
I can't really wrap my head around it.
But this is what I was telling him. Like I know for a fact that there has to be some sort of time machine technology because they have figured out how to send messages through black holes in such a way that they can send it to different time periods. So you can send yourself a memo that comes through in the future. Actually, they have an app now that's installed in their chipset, and the way that it works is that you can create reminders for yourself, and the data gets stored in a time dilation black hole, and it just comes back later.
Yeah.
It's super energy efficient, and it's pretty green too. It's good for the environment.
Yeah, it's really great for the environment.
So I know there's got to be some sort of technology.
Oh, also, there's no Brazil anymore. I don't know what happened.
I was gonna let him down slowly on that one, but he's right.
Brazil's gone.
Brazil's gone.
I haven't been able to do enough research on like what happened. But
it's not
like,
just the country. It's not like the country's gone. That whole like landmass exactly in the outline of Brazil is absent.
Gone. Yeah,
like, it's ocean.
We don't really know.
No one talks about it.
Yeah,
it's like a fucking void century. Oh, by the way, tell them about One Piece.
Yeah, it's still going on.
Yep.
Yeah,
still going.
Still going strong.
We still don't know what the One Piece is, baby.
Still don't know what it is. Still have a lot of questions that need to be answered.
But turns out
it's gonna take me like
years
to catch up.
I think if we watch on One Piece, it'll take us like 6 years.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a while. But you know, it
turns out that Oda actually is immortal. He's the only immortal human that's ever existed,
right?
And he's still doing his thing.
Yeah,
which is great because more One Piece.
Yeah, it's cool. But I know a lot of you want to hear about our trip to Japan before we did all this, crazy futuristic shit. So we'll go ahead and get into that for the rest of the episode.
Oh my God, that shit was insane.
It was fucking wild. I just want to say that like I had a really great trip with you boys up until like the, wormhole thing. But
to be fair, that was the last day.
Yeah.
So we did get like our almost full 2 weeks.
Yeah. It was great.
Yeah, man, that trip was awesome. That's why I want to go back so bad. Cause dude, it was sick. Like, I've never been outside the country, so that was already cool for me because I got to experience what it's like to be in an environment where everything that I take for granted is like different. Like, there were some things that were the same. It still felt like I was around people, but everything's so different, dude. The way you talk to people is different. The way you act is different. The food is different. Like, courtesy is different.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I don't even know. Wait, dude, how do you even explain? Like, where do you even start, dude?
Let's start with like the one thing I notice is like as soon as you fly into the country, and this is what I love about it, man. Just the customer service is on another level. On another level, they will never. They might have a bad day, Japanese people, but like
you'll never know.
You'll never know.
They're there to serve you, the customer,
and so. I remember getting off the plane and like doing the
customs and shit.
The customs, which was kind of annoying because like every other time I'd been with the military, so I didn't really have to do customs.
For me, it was pretty easy because I looked up the QR codes you have to use beforehand.
Yeah.
And I just like had it screenshots and Bob had screenshots. And I literally made a list of 7 things we needed to do when we got off the plane.
Right.
It was like luggage. It was like customs QR code, luggage QR code, luggage, get yen, get JR, pick up JR, get Passmo. Like I had everything listed out.
Yeah, we didn't actually. So we landed at different airports. So me and you had totally different experiences. I had to link up with like Nick and Omar before, which was really cool meeting Omar for the first time.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I met him, but I'd never gotten to see him in person.
Yeah,
which he's like how I imagined, but it was awesome to He was cool, dude. Everyone was sick.
It was so cool, dude.
Troy was cool too.
Troy was awesome,
I haven't even
bro.
really been able to hang out with Troy, so that was my first time really.
Exactly.
He was super nice and
we really had a great group of guys on that trip. Yeah,
I agree. Even the group that wasn't staying with us, when we got to hang out with them from time to time, like they added a little flavor to the trip.
Exactly. It was just wild to like just be out there.
Customer service was fucking crazy, but dude, the public services in that country, like. It's not just the customer service. The government and all the like services the country has to offer are there to be convenient to the citizens. Like, you want to get somewhere, bro? public transportation.
It's
super cheap, super convenient.
I think what were train tickets like?
Oh, dude, if you're trying to get
$2 to where for wherever you want in the city,
you could literally go to anywhere in Tokyo for like $3.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Wild.
And Tokyo, you got to remember, Tokyo is like the biggest city by population in the world.
Yeah.
Huge fucking, it literally has like miniature cities that compose
Tokyo.
the city. Yeah. It's fucking insanely huge. But you could get anywhere for like $3-4. The trains are super nice and air conditioned.
It was a little, to be fair, like I was, it took me a few days to get used to like looking for like the train number and stuff like that, and like the Google Maps and stuff. And so we did get lost. Not lost a couple times.
Well, we would like juke ourselves out.
Yeah,
we would get off on stations ahead of time, thinking that it was like we would overthink it.
You have to trust yourself. Because if you start second guessing, if you start saying like, oh, maybe I have to get off. If we have to get off now, we have to get off here, and like it doesn't say so on your phone or whatever you're using to navigate. That'll go bad fast. So just trust your navigation. Just pull the trigger when it says to pull the trigger.
And they have screens, and like I would say, what was it like? I would say like 60% of the trains had like those screens that showed the stations and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
And like you can just look and if they rotate through Japanese, English, and Chinese. The announcer, there's a voice announcer on the train that rotates from like Japanese to English, and they'll tell you the next stop is this and this.
Yeah,
super fucking nice. Vending machines at every fucking intersection, bro.
Yeah.
Every fucking intersection.
Right.
Bob made a good point. He was like, the frequency at which there are trash cans in America, replace those with vending machines.
Yes.
And honestly, that's
literally replace them, because it's hard to find trash cans like out on the middle of the street.
Replace the frequency of vending machines with trash cans in Japan, because that shit, you have to throw your food away at the restaurant you eat it at.
Yeah.
And in fact, some of the restaurants that were like the outdoor restaurants, they didn't even have trash cans.
No.
You just had to go to whatever restaurants were nearby.
Yeah. So let me ask you, on the trip that we took, what was your favorite city? So we went to Osaka?
Yes.
Really?
I really liked Tokyo. I really liked Kyoto. It's hard for me to, like, if you're listening to this, you got to understand. When I say my favorite city, I would be happy chilling in Tokyo or Kyoto. I'd be just as happy.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful place.
Right.
So it's not like I don't like those cities.
Yeah.
But something about Osaka just took it to the next level for me.
Yeah.
Donbori, amazing place.
Oh, yeah.
The nightlife in Osaka, amazing. Phenomenal. The people in Osaka are more like they're more open and willing to talk to you as a foreigner. They kind of just don't give a fuck as much. They don't have that like boundary as much.
Tokyo is a lot like New York, to where everybody is just kind of doing their own thing, and they'll,
if you talk to them, if you're a stranger and you're talking to them, you're definitely inconveniencing them.
Kind of, yeah. I would say if you're not like going out at like night or whatever.
Right.
But like during the day, like it's kind of like
you shouldn't really. It's faux pas to just kind of like talk to a stranger or bother them. But in Osaka, I felt like even during the day, most people don't care as much. It's not as big of a deal there.
Right.
And there was like an awesome fucking shopping center that we went to that was like, it felt like super authentic, because it was like kind of like a not as nice of an area. It was kind of a more rundown area. And like in that strip was everything from like shoe stores to like really nice cafes to like an old Japanese man where his back is hunched over and he's like selling his fresh fruit and vegetables and like meat.
Yeah.
Like all the types of markets were in this one strip.
Oh, yeah.
And that's where I got the shirt. That's where I got that like metal logo shirt that I went to the club with.
Yeah.
And fucking Nick got the black and white like Luffy drip he had on. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And that's where Bob got the Japanese shirt that had had English writing on it with a typo.
Yeah.
That place Osaka was awesome. Like I liked those. If I could go back to any place, if I had to pick one, I'd go back to Osaka.
Really?
And the food, and the food was good too, dude. The food in Osaka was great.
So I personally, I think I liked the nightlife in Tokyo better.
You liked One Oak better than you liked the Pink. That's what you're saying right now. You're not saying you liked the nightlife in Tokyo better.
I mean, just like
how it felt.
Well, because I've been there before. I'm just saying, like both times that I went, I felt like I had a better time in Tokyo than I did in Osaka.
Did you walk through Donbori?
I walked through it, yeah.
And you like went to some of the food because I got like takoyaki.
Yeah,
there
we got some. It was me and Troy. We went to go get some ramen, but we ended up getting like this soba place that was right next door to the ramen shop that we wanted to go to. But like that ramen place was like full. Like it would have taken us hours to get into that place. I don't know how to explain
the nightlife to you guys. Like even in Osaka on Donbori, it's just like these streets that are packed with like
Osaka
neon.
Was the place with the video game cafe, right? The video game bar.
Right. Yes, that's the place.
Yeah.
That was a fun nightlife. You got to admit. Like,
yeah, it was pretty fucking dope.
That like, I don't know how to explain that nightlife to people because even in Tokyo, like, it's just street on street on street on street of just neon lights.
Yeah.
And like happy drunk people just walking from club to club. The smell of like delicious fucking food stands, like, oh my God. It's just, and this, you gotta understand, like, it's not like normal, it's not like cities in America where the cities are still great, but they're dirty.
Right.
The cities are fucking immaculate.
Yeah.
The streets are clean as hell, dude.
Yeah.
Everywhere you look, there's like some guy, some like service worker, some community service guy cleaning.
Yes.
Everywhere. In the train stations, he's cleaning the stairs. In the sidewalks, they're trying to figure out how to make the sidewalks flatter. Like I literally saw civil engineers out there trying to fix like a tiny little bump in the sidewalk.
Yeah.
They care, dude.
I think I saw maybe the entire time that we were there in the largest in Tokyo. Remember, it's like the largest city like with population wise.
Yeah.
There's probably like 5 homeless people that I saw the entire time.
Yeah.
It was wild, dude. Like they just got it down pat. Every restaurant that you go to has wet wipes.
Oh yeah.
You don't understand.
They don't even ask you, bro.
People won't understand like how much better it is
until you use it.
Until you fucking go.
I thought the
and
wet wipes were weird because I think the first place that we ate at that gave us wet wipes was Coco's.
Yeah.
And they just put it on my table and I was like not expecting it. I was like, where are the napkins, you know?
Yeah.
But then when it came time to like clean my hands and clean my face, I was like, well, this is all I have. I'll give it a try. And at first it was weird because like, you know, you're used to dry. So like your hands are getting wet and your mouth is getting wet. And then that shit evaporates.
Yep.
And then your like hands and mouth are completely clean, sanitized, they smell nice, and you're dry.
Yeah, truly living in the future. I mean, we are now, but like back then it was futuristic.
They don't even have wet wipes anymore. They got laser wipes now,
Exactly.
dude.
It's fucking wild.
But we're here to talk about the year 2023.
Yeah. It's wild.
You know what we got to talk about now, right?
What's that?
You know what it's time to talk about now, right? Tell them about Family Mart, bro. Let the people know about Family Mart because they don't get it.
Y'all think y'all know convenience stores. For the people who live in America, you think you know what a
you think you know what a gas station is, don't you?
You think you know what a gas station, like all that encompasses a gas station. Family Mart is a million times better than whatever you think a gas station is. You can go into a Family Mart for $5 and get like a 2-liter like jug of water for $2.
2-liter jug of water.
And for the $3 that you have left over, you can buy like a full meal that they
Your
will
dinner for the day.
That they will microwave for you in the store
With a turbo chef machine, by the way.
They will microwave that shit in the store for you.
And they do it. Here's the thing you got to understand. Not only do they microwave it in the store for you for free,
for free $99.
They don't have a microwave back there. They have like a turbo chef thing, and it heats up like the perfect amount of time to the perfect temperature in like 30 seconds.
Yes, and it's delicious
for free.
It's delicious.
Like we had a couple times where I chose to not microwave and take it home and microwave it myself.
Trash.
That versus when they microwaved it for me, bro, I'll walk with some hot food back to the Airbnb. It was still better. It was still better.
He was afraid of doing that for like the first 2 days.
It was so much better,
And then like,
bro.
I was like, just have them microwave it for you.
Yep.
And it was...
They're like, do you want a bag? Do you want it to be microwaved? How do you want to pay? Oh, you want a card? Here you go, no problem. Oh yeah, if you want to buy liquor, dude, they don't have to see your ID. A fucking screen comes up. It's like, hey, are you 21? Yes or no? And you're like, yeah. And they're like, all right, Here's your fucking 40 ounce.
Yeah.
Here's your handle of vodka.
Also, they'll sell liquor in a fucking Family Mart.
Oh yeah, every convenience store. I'm pretty sure every convenience store had liquor. Every convenience store had liquor.
They had chew highs too.
Not just like the normal alcohol that you have here in America, where they have like, you know, Mike's Hard or like beers or like, you know, canned. They have fucking liquor, just like straight up bottles of whiskey and vodka and gin and sake and shit like that at every fucking convenience store.
Yep.
And it's open 24/7.
24/7,
You can get
baby.
alcohol anytime you want, and you can drink on the street.
Yep.
You can drink on the fucking street. There's, as long as you're not bothering anybody, like being super loud or like, you know, bumping into people or starting fights, you can be fucking drunk off your ass, just walking down the Tokyo streets, and no one will say shit, dude.
Yep.
No problem.
Phenomenal.
You can wave to the cops, and they won't do shit.
It was.
And the chicken. Tell them about the chicken, dude.
Let me tell you about Family Mart chicken. Family Mart chicken is literally the greatest fried chicken
I don't think I've ever had better fried chicken
put on the planet.
I don't think I've ever had better fried chicken.
I
honestly.
mean, like it's moist.
It has. Okay, what are the factors? Let's go through the qualities that is to be liked about fried chicken in general.
First of all, it's portable. It comes in a little paper bag.
Easy to carry.
Portable.
Cheap.
It's a rippable bag, so you can rip it and still have paper on the bottom, so you can hold it with your hand.
If you want to do that shit like you do with burgers and shit,
exactly.
You can do it.
You can do that.
It's like, what was it, like $1?
No, I mean, well, it was probably like maybe $2.
That's what you see. What I'm saying?
$2.
It was probably like maybe $2.
Yeah,
it wasn't as cheap as
$2.
$1. It was $2.
And to be honest, when you're paying in yen, it doesn't exist.
Like
it's
Monopoly
not real.
money.
It's not real money. It's Monopoly money. It doesn't count. So it's just
which sucks. I wish they would have kept yen in the future because everything's Bitcoin now.
Yeah,
everything's Bitcoin, and the rate of shit is like ridiculous.
Yeah, it's fucking wild, but. I forgot the password to my Bitcoin wallet.
Wait,
so,
you did?
Yeah, so
I didn't know you got a Bitcoin wallet.
Dude, we'd be balling like Jordan if I had remembered that password.
Oh my god,
like,
dude!
I couldn't.
No, I made so much money when we went to the currency exchange because it turns out that the American dollar never stopped growing.
Yeah.
So, dude, inflation's crazy, and the fucking USD that I had converted into like thousands of Bitcoin. So we're fucking rich now,
yeah.
dude. We're balling.
Yeah.
Which is good because, dude, spaceship gas prices.
It's wild.
Oh my god, that hydrogen!
Have
you don't even know.
Have you guys ever paid for antimatter? It's not cheap. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, and you can't get the fucking diesel antimatter. You have to get premium with this shit, dude.
Exactly.
The Otrusan is fucking picky.
Uchu, as we like to call her. Uchu, she's a
girl you gotta pamper, dude.
You gotta pamper her. So
she doesn't want that standard antimatter. You gotta get the premium
antimatter. Yeah. But anyway.
Right. Yeah, the chicken, dude.
The chicken.
Okay.
So it's portable. It's crispy on the outside, which is it was so good.
It's so crispy on the outside.
Inside. Juicy,
moist
and juicy,
as fuck.
And like the flavor.
Oh my god, it's so savory. It's like perfectly
Good
chickeny,
smell.
perfectly salty. Oh my god, and it falls apart, dude. Like as soon as you start to pull it apart, it just fucking pulls apart. In your hand.
So the entire time that we were there, probably I want to say at least once a day, we're eating Family Mart chicken because it's convenient. It's everywhere. It's cheap. And it's like the most delicious chicken you'll ever have in your life.
It's ridiculously good.
Yeah, I struggle to think of a better fried chicken.
I wish I had gotten. I wish I had gotten
more.
Yeah, I wish I had gotten more before I left.
Yeah, it was phenomenal, man. I mean, like
Aquarius, bro.
Oh yeah, I put them onto Aquarius. Going there,
Gatorade just doesn't hit the same. Powerade just doesn't hit the same, dude.
If you ever go to Japan and if you ever have a hangover, go to a Family Mart, buy yourself the liter bottle of Aquarius,
and
drink that
shit, dude,
and you'll be fine. You'll be aight.
You'll be solid, dude. Oscar kind of like, sometimes no offense, Oscar, but sometimes you tend to like overhype stuff sometimes, and you have some good recommendations, but sometimes it's I don't know if it's really good or not. And he would always talk about Aquarius like it was the craziest shit ever, so I was skeptical naturally, right? And I tasted it, and honestly it tastes great. I don't know how to explain the flavor. It's like
refreshing.
Yeah.
Refreshing. It's like refreshing. It's kind of grapefruity.
It doesn't even say the flavor on the bottle. No, it's just like Aquarius.
It's just Aquarius.
Yeah.
Well, it probably does say the flavor, but we can't read Japanese, so
maybe it does. But dude, that's the thing is like we got, like I said, we clubbed it quite a bit, and we drank a lot.
Yeah,
I'll say that. I at least know we drank a lot, and there were some fucking mornings where everybody in the Airbnb was like, "I'm sleeping in today. Like I'm not waking up early." Bro, I went to the fucking Family Mart. Which, by the way, the other best part about the Family Mart, it doesn't matter where you are in the city. There is one an 8-minute walk from you.
Yep.
It doesn't matter where you are.
Yep.
There's a fucking convenience store a walking distance
Either
away.
a Family Mart or like a 7-Eleven.
Or a Lawson's. Which we don't go to in this house.
We don't do Lawson's, dog.
We don't fuck with Lawson motherfuckers.
They make you pick up your own chicken. Like,
she didn't ask me if I want.
Bro?
Dude, I went to Lawson's and I said I wanted them to heat it up for me. And he wouldn't do it.
Yep. I saw you're like looking at the microwave.
Did you see the disappointment in my face?
Yeah.
It was like they told me Disneyland was closed, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, what? You're not going to heat up my...
It's wild. It was so American.
I became so entitled to fucking Family Mart.
Exactly.
But anyway, so I just walked 8 minutes. It wasn't even that because it was at the Kyoto Airbnb. Remember? Or no, the Osaka Airbnb, where the fucking Family Mart was literally around the corner.
Yep.
You leave the Airbnb, you go around the closest corner, and you walk straight, and you can see the Family Mart right there.
Yeah.
You walk in. I got myself like, I think I got like 4 liters of Aquarius.
Oh yeah.
For like $7.
Oh yeah.
And like some food. Came back, down that shit within like 2 or 3 hours. I was good as new. I was tired, but I was good as new.
Hey, Nathan, what if you're too tired to leave your house? How would you get food delivered to you?
Are you suggesting that there's some sort of app where I can have my food delivered to me? But Oscar, if you're talking about Uber Eats, I don't like using Uber Eats in America. Because
Why is that? Why is that, Nathan?
Well, I'm glad you asked. It's because it's so expensive.
It is pretty expensive.
We just ordered some shit the other day, last night, and I think it costs like $12 for the service fees and delivery fees alone.
Yep.
So I didn't want to order Uber Eats. Turns out that's also cheap in Japan.
Oh yeah. About how much did it cost like total for you to get like, I don't know, McDonald's. By the way,
we have to talk about that, but we'll get there. We'll get there. So, dude, I think I got like two McDonald's burgers, a drink, and fries, and I ordered priority, and I tipped the driver, and that shit cost me like $9.50 or some shit. It was like $9 or $10.
Yeah.
The cost of like priority shipping is like 150 yen.
Yeah, which is like around. It's probably less than like $1.50.
That's less than $1.
Yeah.
For priority. And you can tip when the little screen comes up, it's like tip your driver. There's a bunch of options, and it's
300 yen is the max.
Yeah, 300 yen is the max, dude. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll tip my driver 300 yen. I don't give a fuck. That's like $1.60, dude. Shit's crazy. So you can, if you don't want to walk to the fucking Family Mart that's 8 minutes away, you can just order it on Uber Eats, and it costs nothing.
Yeah,
it costs nothing.
Yeah, wild.
And the food tastes delicious.
And
it tastes delicious. There's like, you have to try to find food in Japan that tastes bad.
Yeah.
You have to try.
Yeah.
Because like even the McDonald's, which isn't even Japanese food,
right,
is delicious.
Teriyaki chicken sandwich.
The teriyaki chicken sandwich, bro.
God damn, bro.
Why is that not a fucking thing in McDonald's here, Oscar?
I don't know.
Please tell me, because every single American I've ever heard go to Japan and try that sandwich has lost their fucking mind.
Yeah.
I'm sure it would sell like hotcakes here.
Well, here's the thing.
People are going to be like, ew, teriyaki.
No, it's not that. It's that even if they were to sell it here, the same love and care that is put into making the burger wouldn't be put into making it here. So it wouldn't be as good. The soul wouldn't be there.
It would be floppy. It would be drained. The bread would be squished.
Yeah. But it was like perfect. Every time you opened up like a burger package, it was perfect.
It looked like the picture, dude.
It looked like the fucking picture.
The bun wasn't squished. It was like the perfect size bun.
No.
The sauce was the right amount of sauce.
It was the right amount of sauce.
The burger patty was the right amount of the way they laid the vegetables on, the lettuce and everything, perfect. It was God tier,
every single time.
Their attention to detail is insanely high.
You would not believe it. You would not believe it if this is like, if you're on the fence about going to Japan,
just go.
Just do it.
You don't listen. I 100% am on the same page with, I believe that you should take the time to learn the language of the country you're visiting because you're making use of their infrastructure, you're making use of their services, and you should show respect and try to learn the language. You do not need to know Japanese to survive in Tokyo at all. You will be 100% fine. Learn a couple of basic phrases.
Get like Google Translate. You're fine, bro.
Or get Voictra, that one app that we found. If you're listening to the show right now, go on the fucking App Store, go on Google Play, whatever you use, and download Voictra. VOICETRA, all one word. You can speak English into it, and it turns it into like perfect Japanese and says it out loud, and they can speak Japanese into it, and it turns it into like good English back to you.
Yes.
We used it a bunch of times.
Yes.
But if you're on the fence, bro, you don't have to learn Japanese. Just learn like hi, yes, no, no thank you, yes please, it's okay, my name is, I don't speak Japanese. Like learn the basics.
Right.
And put it on your phone and just go, dude.
Yeah.
Just go. Because almost every cashier speaks English to some extent. They have signs in Japanese and English. You'll be totally fine.
You can get around with like pointing at things.
Yes, you can.
Like with just pointing at things.
You can look at a guard and be like
giving a general vibe.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. You can point at like the gate and look at the guard and be like, help.
Yes, help me.
Herupu. You know, like
Tasukete.
You'll be totally fine. Just go, please. It's beautiful. Everyone needs to experience Japan at some point or another. It's also, if you've never traveled to another country before, it's a really good
first place.
Great first place to travel because of the language thing and because everyone there is so nice. Like, I never felt hated as a foreigner. The only times I felt hated as a foreigner is when some people in our group were really loud and inconsiderate, and we got some dirty looks from people because we were on the train where everyone is completely fucking silent, by the way, and we're loud. But outside of that, I never felt like, I don't know about you, Oscar.
No.
I never felt hated because I was a foreigner.
No, I mean, not it's crazy. Like, I love.
If anything, they loved it.
It's especially at the
clubs, dude.
Bro. Oh my.
We were like, I felt like a fucking unicorn.
Like a god.
Yeah,
dude.
I felt like a god at the club. They were like, oh, foreigner. Like,
dude, people would buy you
people came up to me and asked me to teach them how to dance and shit, dude. Like they were
how to doggy.
They loved that I was just this white boy getting down in the club, dude.
Teach me how to doggy. Like if you're a guy and like you want to go to a place to where like all the local guys like don't dance with women and like the women are just like, please someone hang out with me and just buy the plane ticket.
Do it.
Damn it.
Do it.
Just buy the plane ticket.
Do it. It's worth it.
It's 100%.
Oh my
100%.
God. I want to go again, dude.
Right?
I want to go. I already want to go again. It's only been a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I want to take me back, bro.
Right. It's my history teacher in Okinawa had a saying. He said he caught NGB while he was in Japan, and it's never going back.
Yep.
Never going back to the States. He literally said that he's going to retire in Japan. He's going to teach in Japan until he retires, and he's going to live out there because once you get a taste of it, like
it feels like they took the time to list out like what it should feel like to live in a city.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like they did. Yeah. They were like, oh, well, the pub, you got to be able to get anywhere. Mm-hmm. The stores have to have everything. Mm-hmm. People need to be super nice. Mm-hmm. Every street needs to be clean.
Yep.
You need to be able to buy and afford food and living very cheap.
Yep.
And we need to make sure that there's like all your amenities are provided and near you at all times.
You want a toilet that washes your ass with hot water
and talks to you?
No problem. We got it.
Every place you go.
We got it.
Every place you go. Oh, I'm sorry. Your toilet doesn't have a fucking control panel? I'm sorry. Is this the Stone Age?
Yeah. That's why like ever since I went to Japan and I come back to the States and somebody looks me in the eye and tells me like, oh, America's the best country,
come on.
I just shake my head. I'm like, y'all don't.
But
we don't even have wet wipes.
But you don't have wet wipes. We don't even
have wet wipes at all the fucking restaurants. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And you're really saying that statement. Seriously, you're not smirking or laughing or anything like
this
that.
This isn't like sarcastic.
Yeah, this isn't like sarcastic. You literally think that. That's crazy. That's hilarious to me.
The one thing that does...
We literally don't even have a Family Mart.
I'm sorry.
I can walk around for 8 minutes and not see a Family Mart.
Can you buy your dinner at a gas station and not have it taste like shit?
And not get a tapeworm?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I'd feel better about. I don't even eat seafood. I feel better about buying seafood at a Family Mart than I would.
Because you know it's going to
like
be safe for you.
Exactly.
You're not going to like it, but you know it's going to be safe.
Yes.
From a health perspective, oh yeah, dude, everything was. Oh, it was so fucking amazing, man.
It was great. It was great, and like that's not even all of the.
Oh no, that's like a third.
Like to be honest, like the natural beauty of that country.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit!
The terrain
dude.
is gorgeous. The mountains and the forest and everything.
The ocean.
Yeah, it's good. The beach and shit's gorgeous. I didn't even get to see much of that.
It was just.
That it feels like Japan has a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
Because it has like forests and mountains and beaches.
The way
and
that
shit.
they like built their cities to where like nature kind of pops up out of nowhere and like it melds with humanity. It's like
there's like parks that blend in and are nice and shit.
It's just super nice. I walked around in Kyoto at like 2 a.m. Walked back to the Airbnb at like 2 a.m. for like it was like a 45-minute walk. Safe as I ever felt. I saw like a group of guys just hanging out at 2 a.m. and like said, "Hey, what's up, fellas?" And like they were like, "Hey, what's going on?" And like they didn't rob me.
That was it.
So that was it.
Just
like
said hi to them, and that was it.
Yeah, it's just like
that's true. The streets feel very safe.
Yes.
Very, very, very safe.
I didn't have a fear of getting like shot.
Dude,
like
people would bring us shit that we dropped at like intersections.
Yeah.
If you leave your shit, a complete stranger will be like, "Oh my god, here you go. Don't forget this."
Yeah.
For just to be kind.
Yep.
Like I think Omar left his fucking laptop on like a table at a restaurant and like he like walked out of the restaurant and forgot that he left it there and came back like 30 minutes later and it was in the exact same diagonal position on the table.
Yep.
No one fucking touched it. They were like, "Oh, well, I wouldn't want to touch his stuff. I'm sure someone left it there."
Yep. They just got it figured out.
Different, man.
They just have it figured out.
I mean,
I'm sure it has its faults. I didn't see them.
I mean, it has faults, right? Like, there's things that I missed about America for sure. There are some small things, but it's mostly things I like about Japan.
Right.
It's mostly like, wow, why isn't there more of this where I'm from?
Right.
Why haven't? Because there's no good reasons.
The saddest part for me, it's like it's not like we can't.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
It's
There's
not
no
like we
good.
can't.
That's what I mean by there's no good reasons.
Yeah.
You can't give me good reasons as to why we can't have those things.
Yeah.
You can't say it's too expensive for us. You can't say that we can't build the infrastructure. You can't say that people wouldn't like it. You can't there's no good reason why we don't have this shit, you know?
Yeah.
Public transportation I can understand because we're so big and spaced out. Maybe fine, you can make the argument.
Dude, there's a fucking train. The bullet train goes all the way across the goddamn country.
You can imagine if you're listening to this and you're in Texas, imagine if you could drive from Austin. You could go from Austin to Dallas in like 2 hours, not 3 hours, because it goes like 136 miles per hour for like what did it come down to for the JR Pass per day? It was $300 for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So that's fucking sorry y'all, I'm trying to do math and this spaceship calculator is fucking weird.
Yeah. Uchu, can we get that pulled up?
The calculation results in a daily value of $21.43.
$21 to go from Austin to Dallas in 2 hours with AC, fucking Wi-Fi, super smooth. Nobody talks to you.
A charger,
multiple chargers, bro.
Yep.
There's reserved seats, so you never have to get out your fucking seat. There's a fold-out table. They bring snacks to you.
Yep.
They bring a little tray comes over. Would you like some snacks? You want sushi? You want a bento box?
Also,
you want candy?
get to like look out the window and see the most beautiful scenes you ever seen in your life.
Yep.
Like
you can see the whole countryside.
there's Mount Fuji.
They'll bring you beer and like alcohol and shit if you want to make the trip go smoother. Like, why don't we have that, bro? Why don't we have that?
I don't know.
That's the one thing. You said when we talked about going again, I asked myself like, imagine if I went again. And you know what I couldn't do? I think the one shitty thing is the travel. I don't like. Okay, flying internationally is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It really isn't.
It's not.
You know, there's a lot of amenities on the plane, and it's great if you can fall asleep. But it is kind of shitty.
Yeah.
There is like...
Especially in economy.
There's the chance... Yeah, that's true. If I was in first class, I'm sure it would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But it's not super comfortable. There's always the chance of getting sick. There's the jet lag. So I don't think I would want to go through all that shit again right now. But that's what pisses me off is where we are now, they've invented interplanetary teleportation.
Yes.
Think about that. You can just instantaneously travel to any major airport. They're not even airports anymore. They're like these hubs.
Yeah, the travel hubs.
You can just go there.
Yeah.
That's gonna suck when we get back, dude. Because
it's
sitting on a fucking thing for 14 hours.
You get used to the interstellar travel really fast. Like the ship that we're on now is fucking huge. We have like 14 bays. Yep. We have like our rooms are huge, and like
there's a fucking One Piece room, dog.
Yeah.
There's a One Piece room.
Yeah.
A whole room.
It comes standard on like most ships.
On most ships. There's a room just for One Piece, dude.
Yeah.
Think about that. So it is kind of nice here in the future, but
yeah.
Oh, by the way, we should probably bleep out the year we're in for security reasons.
Yes, 100%. I'm kind of upset at you for saying it.
I'm sorry, I'm a little rusty. It has been 4,946 years since we did the podcast last, so I'm a little bit rusty.
Yeah.
I'll bleep it out. In fact, I'll get Uchu to do that for me. I think she can.
Yeah, Uchu, can you handle that? Thank you.
Did you hear that tone? I don't know if I like that tone that she had.
She can be a little moody.
Sometimes I can't tell if she's pissed at me.
Yeah, we might have to wrap this up here to go deal with that. But
all right.
Listen, guys,
we're back
for sure. We're back, and this is season 2. We will be with you here on the Uchu-sen and for the foreseeable future until we can make it back home. Hopefully.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure that shit out.
Yeah, we just got to figure it out. But until next time. I forgot my.
You forgot your outro?
I forgot my outro. You never know what anybody's going through. So be kind to everybody.
Yep.
And until next time, Gazopnot. That's peace out in the future. We'll catch y'all later. Uchu, take us home.
Yep.